Okay. Am I audible? Hello. Fine. Now we are going to see today about the how the gynecological cases. That is practically that what we take it, and example wise I am going to explain it how it is going to be written. So are you able to hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Fine. So I'm starting with that of cases. That is the gynecological cases. That is preliminary data. So if it is the first, that is what we have to write it about the name of the patient. Then I will explain about here about some 10 cases are there. So one by one I will explain it. So name of the patient, age of the patient, because age is going to helpful for the differential diagnosis. That is, if it is the young age group, the diseases may be commonly related with the puberty, or if age group of some 45, so this is commonly related with that of menopause. So we can say that 18 years menopause age group is there. So age is important. Sex for male infertility will be male part. Then address, that is socio-economical conditions you should know it. Again, from the homeopathy point of view, this age is important. Yes, Vijaypal, what is the problem? Yes. Okay. Okay. Are you? I'm able to. I'm audible. Hello. Hello. I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay, so name, age, sex. Again, from the modern point of view and again from the homeopathy point of view, this age is important for the selection of the potency. That is, if young age group we are selecting the susceptibility high, then the potency is also high. And if it is in the older age group, then the susceptibility is low. So we select the potency, low potency. For example, if we are dealing with that of age of 45 years or 50 years of age group, and female presenting with that of menopause, then if the graphitis is the remedy, then how is the potency? Graphitis 30 HS for 4 days. That is what we clinically prescribe for the remedy. So this age is important from the susceptibility, and susceptibility is important for the potency selection. So then address again for the socio-economical condition of the patient. What is the occupation of the patient? That is health. Then whether it is married or single, and religion, that is religion you have to ask it, and the death. Then what is the chief complaint? Please remember it. Always write the chief complaint from the chief complaint from the duration point of view. That is the how much since how many days. So whatever this the chief complaint, that is you have to write it whether since 1 week, since 2 weeks. What is the importance of this duration? Can anyone tell me? What is the importance of duration?
Ma'am, for chronic or acute disease.
Yes, yes, definitely. So whatever the time, whether it is the 6 months complaint or whether it is the 2 years complaint, it is helpful to differentiate between whether how is the onset of the complaint. Because in diagnosis, what if any patient comes to you and if there is a sudden abdominal pain, or in off cases, or whether it is the emergency, is the twisted ovarian cyst. So in that situation, if it is the suddenness, then it is the maybe emergency situation. So this onset is more important. So always write, or whether it is the gradual onset. So whether you have to take the case or it is the emergency situation, this will helpful for according to the chief complaint, whether it is the duration wise, that is started since 2 months, 1 month. So whether it is acute, subacute, or chronic complaint. So for understanding of this complaint, same time is required. And if you write it from the homeopathic point of view, LSMC stand for location, sensation,
Model
modalities, and concomitant.
concomitant.
Very good. Then history of the chief complaint. What is meaning of history of chief complaint? So the patient was apparently all right before 2 months or 6 months. Then complaint, how the complaint started, whether it is the sudden started or gradual. Then how is the duration? If patient says that I am having pain in the abdomen, then how it is, the pain remains for the half an hour, pain remains for the few seconds. That you have to write it. And if along with that chief complaint, if it is a uterine fiber, if it is a pain in the abdomen during the menses, or if any complaints, then along with that associated complaints you have to write it. Example, what is example? Headache before and during the menses. Then example, this is the example that we can say to you. Then headache before and during the menses. Then what is, we have to ask it for the last menstrual period. Then physical genders, that is physical genders, what we have to ask is height and weight. So what is the correlation of height and weight? Example, if the height it is below than the normal, then we can think about the Baraita calves remedies, because Baraita calves are lower heighted and having the obesity. Baraita group of remedies. While if in case of Calcera, then Calcera is height of average 150 to 153, that is average height is there. And if it is the if height it is about some 160 lean thin, then we can think about the tubercular remedies. Then the tubercular remedies, lateral remedies. So this height and weight is helpful for understanding of the BMI. So this will again helpful for the selection of remedies like the Calcarea carb. If I am thinking about the remedies, whether I have to select the Pulsatilla and the Calcarea, then I know that Calcarea is fair, fat, flabby. So how is the patient is chubby, then how is the weight, height and weight near about some 150 to 154. So we can correlate. This will helpful for the constitution of the remedy. So helpful for the selection of homeopathic medicine. So constitution, that is, as we know that is constitution is mental and physical makeup of the body along with the environmental factors affecting on it. So for that reason, we are taking height and weight of the patient. So, and in modern point of view, if height and weight, BMI, that is helpful for us. So in case of PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, we know that there may be obesity is there. So for calculation of BMI, we require the height weight. So it is helpful for both, for the diagnosis, coming up to the diagnosis, and again for selection of the homeopathic remedy. So it is both way helpful. So we have to ask it the height and weight of the patient and the build of the patient. Then again, build. What are the different types of build? What are the different types of build? What are the different types of build? Karishma? Please, anyone who is making noise from out the background, please. What are the different types of build?
Some strong build.
Strong build, okay.
Thrombing, stitching.
No, build. What is the meaning of build? Please make mute if anyone sees some sound is there. Build. Please, some of you is having some background voice, so please mute it. I don't know it is whose. What is build?
Masculine.
Masculine is okay. Hello, someone is having some background. Please mute it. Okay. Fine. Now tell me about what is different types of build, and can you give the example of some different remedies for it?
Obesed.
Very good. Obese. Then you read it from it. So what are the different types of build? Only obese? Then what is opposite of it? And how can you clinically correlate with for selection of homeopathic remedy? Can you give the example of some obese remedies?
Skinny.
Skinny people.
Okay, skinny people, fine, good. And can you correlate it with that of homeopathic remedies? Because this is you, then you understand why we are asking these questions or why we are observing this question, these points.
Calcarea group for obese.
Okay, fine. Yes, but remember it. All calcareas are not obese. Calcarea carb is obese, while calcarea phos is lean thin. Not that much obese, I will say that. Anything else? Skinny, which remedies? Sulfur is very good. Sulfur is nitrum more is lintel. Again, in build, we can think graphite is with old age, obesity. Hiparsulf, not that of constitution as such goes. Hiparsulf pathology point of view, you can think about. But the constitution point of view, obese remedies can be graphite is there, ammonium carb is there, antincrude is there, calcarea carb is there. So these are the obese remedies which can commonly used in the gynecological condition. And if you see the lean thin remedies, then nitramur is there, sulfur. If female patient with that of lean thin, hot patient, and having pruritus vulva with that of burning and better by cold application, we can think of sulfur. So this build is going to helpful for the selection of remedies. Right? Then appetite. Whether appetite it is increased or decreased, or if it is the thirst. So thirst, what are the types of thirst? Which possibilities can come in? And which questions we are going to ask it? How can you clinically correlate with this? Hello everyone, which questions we have to ask it for the thirst and what is its correlation from the selection of remedy?
How much quantity of water?
Okay, how much of quantity of water do you take first? Okay, that is the first question. Which should be the first question? Anyone? Which should be the first question to rule out and why we are asking this question?
तहान लागते का असं आपण विचारतो
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, are you thirsty? Yes. Then how much? First. Then how much?
किती पाणी पिता?
Very good. Then, and only that much, what is it? Then it may be, if anyone says that, yes, I feel thirsty, then what should be the next question? Or
How often he feels thirsty?
Okay, how often you feel thirsty, that is when. And if says, yes, I feel thirsty just within upon some 15 minutes or 20 minutes or some half an hour. The next question. Next question.
Cold water.
Yes, yes,
मॅम
yes, yes.
समर मध्ये आणि विंटर मध्ये डिफरंट असणार ना?
Okay, so you can depend upon the summer, winter, you can ask it. And the next, someone of us you said it. Who has said it? That is, whether it is cold, Abhishek, good, Abhishek. So whether it is the cold or whether you require the lukewarm water or whether it is normal temperature. So that questions we have to ask it, whether it is cold or how much quantity wise, whether it is in the sip or whether it is in the large quantity. Most of the people you have seen it, they have taken one full glass and they finish it within a few minutes. And someone are taking just sip by sip by sip, sip by sip. So that is the questions that you have to take it. Whether the person is thirsty, if yes, write it thirsty. If it is no, then you can write it thirsty, then thirstless, that is. If it is patient says yes, I'm thirsty, then you can write it is thirsty. Okay, now next question, it is how much? So it is frequent, so at short interval. It is at short interval. Example, I'm writing it, how is the questions we are going to ask it. Okay, at short interval. Then which type of water? I like chilled cold water. So chilled cold water. That is how you are going to write it. So this type of the questions that you have to write it. That is during the history taking. So now questions for the desire. Which questions we are going to ask it? Which questions?
काय खायला आवडतं?
Yes. Okay. Then. Yes, okay. So if I ask it, you ask the questions, what you like it. If I say, I like sweet. Okay, that one. Anything one? Okay, and so I will first which food that you prefer that you can take it daily also, so you doesn't bother it. So some people say that yes, I like the pickles, so I can take it daily. So that can be the desire of it. So what is pickles? Then that can be example of what is the desire for it. So pickles is the example, or what we can say that someone says that yes, I like the sour food. So what is the importance of this desire and aversion? So if any patient says that I'm having the desire for a sweet, I'm desire for the sour, and if patient is hot, thermally hot, and if then we can think about, and if there is a dryness, so we can think about this is the bryonia is the remedy. So this remedies is helpful. If it is the desire for the sweet, then we can think about the desire for the sweet comes more towards for the this one calcarea come, or if it is the potato, then the argentum can be think about, or calcarea. So this desires will helpful for it for selection. Or if any patient says that I am having desire for salt, then we can think this is related with that of nitroglycerin. Or if any patient says that I like some cold things, ice cream, then oh yes, phosphorus can helpful for me. So this desire and aversion, it is helpful for the selection of the remedy. So these questions that you have to ask it. Then any aversion. So if someone says that what is the question that you ask it for aversion?
If he is allergic to something or
Is it a meaning of aversion?
काय नाही आवडत.
Yes.
काय नाही आवडत बरोबर.
That is meaning.
कलर त्रास.
No, that is food aggravation. That is food aggravation. There is a difference between aversion and food aggravation. So if I ask you, what is the food that you don't like it? And what is your answer?
Bitter.
Okay, fine. So you don't like it bitter. So that is the example I asked it. Now for sleep, which question?
टी कॉफी.
Okay, you don't like the tea and coffee. Fine, I will write it. Tea and coffee. Okay. Now tell me about now for sleep, which questions we are going to ask it, and how we are going to correlate with that of homeopathic.
Refresh.
Okay, refreshing question. That is how we are going to ask this question to the patient.
झोप झाल्यावर कसं होतो, कसं फील
Good,
होतं.
good, good. Yes. झोपेतनं उठल्यानंतर तुम्हाला फ्रेश वाटतं. Simple. That is, are you feeling refreshing after the sleep? If patient says yes, I feel the refreshing. Okay. If don't feel refreshing, unrefreshing. Okay. So, are you feeling fresh after the sleeping? Wake up after in the morning. Are you feeling fresh after waking up in the morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is called as a refreshing sleep. Now next, only that much question we are going to ask it. Anything else? Only that much questions should be asked for the sleep.
शांत झोप लागते का?
Okay. Why? And if say no, then what is the question? I say no. Then what next you are going to ask it? If I say no, then what is the question? If I say yes, then what you are going to write it?
Sleep is disturbed.
Sleep is disturbed. Then why? What is the question that you are going to ask it in the next?
Ma'am, without fan.
You ask me question.
झोप कशाने उडते?
Yes. What is the reason that you are not feeling sleepy? Then I think due to the complaints.
Any dreams or fear?
Okay. Any
Ma'am,
dreams?
any physical discomfort.
Yes.
Or any noise, sound?
Okay. So that is, it's called as a disturb due to the complaints. Example is that if patient says that I'm not able to sleep properly because disturbs due to the complaints. That may be the reason. Or someone says that, Okay, someone says that no, I'm having some problem, some continuously thinking. Then what is the reason? That is, what are you thinking? Then someone says that, oh, there is some financial problem, there is some personal problem.
Depression.
No, no, you can't go for directly the diagnosis. If anyone says that, what is the reason? So if someone says that I'm having so and so problem, so ask it, okay, what is the financial problem? Then go to the mentors directly. So depending how the patient opens in front of you, so you at that moment you don't have to stop. Oh, stop here. Don't talk about your mentals because my next topic is dreams. Don't do that. If patient go to that of mental symptoms, you can directly start writing in the mentals. So if patient says that, oh, my sleep is disturbed due to some mental complaints. So what is the problem? Then you can ask it, oh, mental problems, what is it? So patient says that there is some financial problem. So at that time, oh, financial problem. So you can write it financial. Then what is, so patient says that and continuously feels about what will happen it. So anxiety. Example, got it? Don't stop the patient. Now, no, no, my case pattern is like that. I have to continue with that of the dreams and all this. Don't talk it dreams. No, continue. Allow the patient to the talk, and depending upon you can complete the case taking. So this is the just example that what I'm going to explain it. So if patient says that the refreshing disturbed due to the complaints, or sometimes patient says that I get SARS means दचकले मराठी मध्ये patient says that मी दचकतो झोपेमध्ये. So starts in the sleep. So this is. Then next, what we have to ask it? What we have to ask it? Only this much you are going to ask it? Only this much you have to ask it? Anyone? What you have to ask it?
एकटं राहायला आवडतो की नाही असं.
Directly go to the mentors. Sleep we have not finished. Sleep we have not finished. What else you are going to ask it?
For how many hours he sleeps?
Okay, for hours we are going to ask it, and then again we are going to ask the position. Can anyone tell me what is the significance of it?
The medicine.
What is the question? What is the significance of position for the case taking? Why we are asking this question?
For remedy.
Yes, remedy. Which remedy? Can you give the example? Can you give the example? There is a correlation of it. How we are going to correlate with this? Can you give the example of it? Anyone? What is the importance? Do you read? So if ammonium carb? Do you read ammonium carb? Ammonium carb is the remedy where the patient is lying on the abdomen. So patient says that if yes, I sleep on the lying on the abdomen. So this is helpful for selection of remedy because ammonium carb, if female is obese, having some PCOD or hypothyroidism and obese and position with that of lying on the abdomen, then we can think about selection remedy ammonium carb. So sometimes position can also helpful for the selection of remedy. So example, it is lying on the abdomen. So this is helpful for you, lying on the abdomen. Fine. Example, if you are thinking about it, so lying on the abdomen, ammonium carb is there. So next question, we are going to ask it about the dreams. Can you give the example? What are the different types of dreams and how it is going to helpful?
Fear. fear or snakes.
Snakes,
Ghost.
okay. Snakes, ghost. So snakes, which remedy? Good. Very good. You
Like
are on the right track. Very good. You are on the right track. Okay. Ghost is there. Anything else?
Bull.
Good, good, good. You are thinking on the right track. Ghost. Anyone has, sometimes if the patient says that I'm having dreams of daily routine. So daily routine, then daily routine, whatever happens in the daytime. So someone says that I'm having dreams full sleep is full of dreams. So most of the MAC group remedies which are having full of dreams. So this is helpful for you. Full of dreams means whole sleep. It is full of dreams. I'm not understanding whether I'm sleeping or I am continuously waking up, because whole night it is patient is saying the dreams. So MAC group remedies are having the full of dreams. So this is helpful for the selection of remedy. Sometimes clinically, what you have to make the difference between the calcarea, whether the patient is calcarea carb or calcarea fos. So in calcarea carb, clinically we can differentiate, that is calcarea is having calcarea fos is having dreams of fire. So this dreams is helpful for differentiate between calcarea carb and calcarea fos. Again, differentiating point I can observe over here. Calcarea carb desire for the egg, but calcarea carb desire for even calcarea fos desire for the egg, but calcarea carb desire for the egg. It is boiled egg, while that is the calcarea fos is desire for the egg. It is fried egg. So that is the significance of asking the desire. So how you can differentiate between the remedy by these small things. So these questions that we have to ask each. Got it? Then stools. So if there is a stools, then whether it is satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or whether it is the hard stool, that we can think about this one. Anything, which questions we are going to ask it for the stools from your point of view?
Ma'am, how many times?
Okay, it says I have to go for 2 times. Then what is the next question we are going to ask it? Okay, yes. Okay, so hard, or sometimes patient says that watery. So these questions we are going to ask it in case of associated symptoms are present along with the main complaints. Then urine.
How many times?
Okay, then
Then
Color.
color of urine,
Order.
very good. Color.
burning,
Quantity.
Very good. Quantity and
burning
burning.
or
Burning.
yes.
Example is burning. So what are the questions? Yes, yes, you are very nice going on. What is the burning? What are the other questions we are going to ask it?
Color.
Yes, but burning now in detail. Burning, whether it is before the urination, during the urination, and after the urination.
After urination.
Okay, the reason behind it, or whether it is burning or smarting. If patient says burning, then can goes up. And if patient says if it is smarting, then the EPIS can remedy goes it. Or so before, during, after, then the cancerous is the remedy. So these symptoms are helpful for the selection of remedy. If the patient come with that of some burning urination, cystitis is present in the female, then you can think about this remedy. Then perspiration. What is the question we are going to ask it?
On which place perspiration comes? Means
Okay,
nose.
so location. Okay,
Smell,
very good. Smell. Can you give the
smell.
example? Can you give the example? Now correlate with that of theraps, homeopathy. Correlate with it. Location, can anyone give me the example of what is the importance of this location? If patient says that I'm having perspiration in the axilla, and patient says that I'm having perspiration on the forehead or tip of the nose, what is its significance? And if patient says I'm offensive or non-offensive, what is the significance? And this one offensiveness again in the urination also. Nitric acid is having offensive urine, like a horse smell urine. So offensive, not offensive, that is question also asked for the urine also. Now location offensive. Can anyone give the example? Only location and smell. Anything else? Anything else?
When does he perspirate? Means at night or in day?
Time. Okay. Then
Ma'am, during fear also perspiration comes, no?
can example. Give me the example.
In
Homeopathy. Give me the example. If patient say,
Aconite.
how is the perspiration of aconite? How is the perspiration of aconite? Can give the example I wanted. So that you, if you know why you are going to ask the question, so you should have some thinking process in your mind why you are asking these questions. Why you are asking location? Why you are asking smell? Why you are asking time? Example of a remedy. If I say that I am having smell on the tip of nails while eating, then how is going to helpful? Can anyone give the example? Okay, I will give the example. If any person says that I'm having perspiration on the tip of nose while eating, then ignitia is the remedy. If person says that I am having the excessive sweating around the neck region, head region, then calcarea carb is the remedy, because we know that calcarea perspires more at the neck region and the head region. So remedies, these are remedies going to helpful for the means these points are going to helpful for the selection of remedy. If the patient is having some perspiration at the axilla, and if there is some whitish discharge which is going to be present over there, then we can, oh, nitromur is there sometimes having some whitish spot which remains afterwards. So staining, how is the staining? If SEM says that white staining, then we can think about the nitramur or yellow staining. So remedies are different like that. Perspectiva can be there. So different remedies are there. So depending upon the where is the location of the perspiration, how much is the quantity? You know that. How is the perspiration of calcarea carb? How is the perspiration of calcarea carb? It is at night, and again, what is it? Is profuse perspiration. That's the pillow. That is what we read in the calcarea carb. So for this, you have to ask this question for the perspiration point of view. If you are going to select for, so this point we have to keep in mind. So which questions we have to ask it for the perspiration. So this is going to helpful for the selection of remedy. Can anyone give the another examples? Hello? Location, offensive, time, staining, then or quantity wise, profuse, scanty. Can anyone give the example of the location and quantity? How is the perspiration of silicea? Yes, yes. How is the perspiration of silicea? Pardon, please.
On leg.
On leg. Okay. Anyone want to add it?
Palms.
Very good. Palms. Yes, yes. And how is
Head.
head? Okay, but how is?
Profuse.
Yes, it is profuse. Okay, and how can clinically patient says that? How is the sweating of or perspiration of the silicea patient? Because if these are the small points that which are going to helpful. if you slowly taking, if any patient says that, okay, how is your respiration? Patient says that, or patient every time does not, it is important. If patient, if Celiac patient comes in front of your female patient comes you and put the hand on the desk, then what you say, if they remove it, there is a, that is area becomes some, that is imprints, that what we are going to say about the sweat. Or if you should see the shoes of the Celiac female patient, so what we say that whatever the chappal of that patient, female patient, it gets only sweat. Imprints of that legs, foot, we can see on that. So clinically that we have to observe it, because we know that Celiac is having excessive perspiration on the hands and the soles. That is, shoe chappals are also get. If you that patient removes it, if we, that foot we can see that. So what are the footprints of, we are able to see due to of sweating, then we can think about this is related with that of Celiac patient. So this is clinically we have to go it, use it. And what we say that the offensiveness, so patient as soon as enters inside of your OPD, so what we are saying, there is an excess of smell which is presenting of the perspiration. So how is the, this is going to helpful for the selection, that is these things, that is we have to sometimes ask it and observe it, how the patient enters inside of your OPD, how the patient sits inside of the patient, or the, if in case of patient abdominal patient just bending forward, and yes, I'm having severe pain, please doctor do this something, then we can think about the patient is bending forward. So bending forward for dysmenorrhea, then MACPOS is the remedy. So patient is not going to tell everything. Yes, I am having pain in the abdomen, which is better by bending forward. You have to observe certain things. You have to use your five senses. That is, how is the smell? How is the patient walk? How is the patient observation? That is, whether it is sweating is there. So whether it is sweating on the neck or on the tip of the nose or in the axillary region or in the hand or in the palms or soles, or whether it is the quantity wise profuse or little bit, you are sitting in the winter season and patient is continuously tapping his head, whether there is a sweating. So you don't have to say that whether it is a profuse or scanty, observe it. Because in the summer season, if patient, in the winter season, if patient is continuously tapping his face, that is something profuse sweating the patient is having. So these small things that you have to observe, right? Observe it. Anyone is having query?
No,
Got
ma'am.
it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just give me the attendance of you people. I think this one, fine. Okay, one number. Roll number one.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, so that is point of view. Any query?
Nahi, ma'am.
Okay, roll number two. Any query?
Present, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
Three.
ma'am.
Roll
Present,
number
ma'am.
three. Okay, roll number four. Five.
Present, ma'am.
Fine. Then six.
Present, ma'am.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, good. 11,
Present, ma'am.
12.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, 13,
Present, ma'am.
14, 15, 16,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, 17, 18, 19,
Present, ma'am.
20, 21,
Present, ma'am.
22. Okay, so fine. You have to write it, all these points, and
मैम
yes, fine.
मेरा अटेंडेंस मुझे
Yes,
आवाज
yes.
ही नहीं आ रही है.
Okay, fine. No problem. I will just, so you are just, this is the example that how you are going to write it, the cases, or you have to take the case while